are is right. So the perks of being like young is being young and looking good and looking nice and everyone wanting to date you and shit. Now the perks of being older, like 30 plus or whatever, or 25 plus, should be like getting respect and getting treated with respect as well. But no, apparently you get treated like a child. Now, I don't know whether it's because I look younger than I am or what, but lately I've been treated like a little child, like a naughty child or something, and it's not on. You know, I'm a grown-ass man, and I don't really appreciate being treated like a child by certain people. One person is, as you know, the woman, saying, "Oh, you should feed your dog, or you should take your dog to a vet." It's like, well, duh. I'm not an idiot. And then just lately, you know, the convenience shop that I go to, which I won't name, but one of the staff members yesterday, I put in the wrong PIN number. Sorry, PIN, because number is in the actual PIN. It's number. So people say PIN number is wrong because it's just PIN. Number is in the abbreviation. Just a little education for you. Like personal identification number it is. I think I'm going to sneeze 1 minute. I think I'm going to sneeze. I always sneeze when I have something sugary like my drink. Just it kind of irritates my throat. This feels like it's in my nose, like deep down. So anyway, I entered the wrong PIN for my card when paying, and the guy went, "You entered the wrong PIN number." Because at first I was like, you know, I worried that there was no money or not enough money in the card. And I'm using my mum's one. So at first I thought there was no money, so I kind of panicked at first. So when he said I used the wrong PIN, I thought, oh, that's all right then. And I was relieved. But then he had to follow it up by saying, "Concentrate." It's like, excuse me? Where do you get off talking to your customers like that? And grown-ass customers at that. It's just like, it's annoying and it's humiliating. Like, not only is it degrading, like, you're treating me like a child, you're talking down to me, "Concentrate." And, like, sort of he's, like, demanding. Like, putting on airs and be like, "Oh, yes, do this and do that." So that I'm pointing out that you weren't concentrating and I'm telling you to concentrate on your flaws and stuff. It's like, that's not on. It's rude, isn't it? It's just, like, rude and disrespectful. It's like, I'm not a child. Like, even if I do make a mistake, you can't point it out. You can't sort of tell me off like a child. First of all, I'm a grown-up, and second of all, I'm a customer. You can't talk to me like that. So I objected to that. So I said to him, it's a different card I'm using. I'm not used to it. So if I make a mistake, it's not because I'm not concentrating. I mean, yeah, partly it is that because I'm like, at this point, I know the PIN off by heart. So I just go, you know, I just do it. But I'm used to, of course, using mine. So I guess I put mine in. I don't actually know what I did because he is right. I wasn't concentrating. And although he's right about that, it still doesn't give him the right to sort of say concentrate. He should just say you entered the wrong PIN. That's it. And then I'm thinking, oh right, well I'll make sure I enter the right one. He doesn't have to like add like concentrate to that. Like I feel like I'm at school and my teacher's sort of going concentrate. You know, I've done a wrong answer or something because I'm not focusing or something. It's just like degrading, like I'm a naughty school child that's not done my lesson properly, and it's the teacher sort of correcting me and saying concentrate. You know, it's like, again, grown ass man here. Can't talk to me like that. Like everybody puts like youth on a pedestal, like, oh, you know, it's great being young and blah blah blah. But in one way, it's not, because it's like people talk down to you because you're young, so of course, you know, you're new, and people are like correcting you all the time and teaching you things, which is fair enough. But it can make somebody who's young feel sort of a bit stupid or a bit whatever, like powerless. But as a grown-up, like I say, the perks is that people would respect you more and assume you're intelligent and not sort of tell you what to do and tell you to concentrate or to tell you to do whatever. But, you know, I get it from my mum as well, you know, she's always, but, you know, that's like, oh, it's my mum. So I kind of accept that a bit more. But strangers, like, I mean, I've known him for years, but he's like sort of a stranger. He's like an outsider. He's not really one of my own, like a friend or anything, or a family member. He's still like virtually a stranger. Even though I've sort of been going there for years, I don't know anything about him. We don't really talk or anything. So he's still like a virtual stranger. So someone like that, I don't think has the right to sort of tell me what to do, tell me off. But he does this all the time. And I've complained about him so many times, but nothing is done about him. I'm assuming he does it to other people as well, it's not just me. So I will admit that, you know, he gets into these moods sometimes. Like he's either frustrated. He was eyeing up these other customers. So he's already like locked his eyes on these other customers, and he obviously wants to deal with them quickly. So he wants to deal with me as quickly as possible, so he can get sort of me, so that he can just focus on, you know, the next customers. And again, it's not, you know, he's like rushing me because he wants to just focus on these other customers. And it's just like, again, it's shit. So there's a few reasons why it's bad. What he did. I'm focused on eating now. I'm just telling you that's what happened recently. I actually like, I got panini today. Some people, where did they get off like treating me like that though? Anyway, so I'm just gonna eat a bit. Focus. You can watch like the people go by if you like. There you go. You already missed some like interesting people before, but oh well. These hot girls went past, and also like these gothic people. You know, it might be strange for me to say this about me and this channel, but I actually don't like videoing myself eat or whatever. People watching me eat and stuff. I saw this awesome looking guy. He was hot and he had pink hair. Very very handsome and smart looking. I will admit this panini tuna melt is not as nice as the one I had last time. Like more area than McDonald's. McDonald's is like crowded. And I feel like I'm surrounded by wish I hadn't had that sauce though. Oh. She actually gave me the option for the first time. Normally they just either give it to you or don't give it to you. Like last time they didn't give it to me. The time before that they gave it to me. This time she actually asked me. So I will admit that's much better. You should have the choice. Like I think you should have the choice of skimmed milk as well. I don't think they should just serve just one type. And they said they got. You could be out here. Hi, Richard. Fluffer puffer of a puppers. What was I gonna say? Forgot. I said it's messing up again. This thing. I was gonna say. Yeah, I was just texted my mum because I forgot to say I arrived, and also I just texted this girl I've been corresponding with on WhatsApp. We met on that Patook app. Patook is a thing for actually it's like a dating app, but it's for making friends rather than dating, and they actually prohibit any flirting or anything on it. Now we're on WhatsApp for this. A gaggle of girls gathering. Oh, they're gone now. Yeah, anyway, so I've been corresponding with this girl, and we're just talking about my art now, my comics and shit. She actually asked me, I mean, you know, I showed her my art, and I told her about the Jeremiah story and everything. And she said, oh, you making a comic or writing a book or whatever? And I said, yeah, both. So I've just shown her my first comic, which is when Jeremiah and Daisy first met. And let's see what she thinks of that. It would be awesome if you could get nice friends in real life. Yeah, it would. Not really sure where she lives though. It would be nice. Like I said, I met a guy last week at McDonald's, and he looked like me, looked kind of like a dandy and shit, but he seemed to be like enthusiastic to talk to me and stuff. But then like I texted him, and I got his number and I texted him, but he's not texting me back or anything. So like, oh well, whatever. I asked him how that like club thing was that he mentioned going to. Apparently it's here in Ashton. An LGBT club, I think. Group. I don't know. It's a shame he was hot and all. Well, he has a boyfriend girlfriend thing. I say that because that's actually a trans male. He's dating a trans male. So he's got a boyfriend, I guess. Oh, it's hard for me. Even the way. Oh, I know what I was going to say to that. She said to me that her mum, or parents, I can't remember which, said she'd better not bring a girl or a black man home. And I was gonna say it's funny that she said that because you better not bring someone of the same sex home. It's funny that. We were watching. I can't remember what I was watching. I think we probably watched. And I said, oh yeah, because there's like gay sex scenes in it. And I was like, oh yeah, that's hot. We remember watching it together and I said, oh yeah, that's hot. Too bad they didn't show it more. And and my mum was like, "Ugh, so you like gay sex then? Oh, so you're gay now?" I said, "Well, I just find it a bit hot, gay sex." And my mum was like, "Oh, so you're gay now? Oh, so you're gonna join the LGBT? You're gonna join the LGBT community?" She was like, "Oh." It was so funny. And then she was like, so no wonder you like talking to Becky and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "What? What? Well, I'm a bloke." She's like, "Oh, you're a boy and you're gay or something." And I'm like, "So how am I gay then if I like talking to Becky?" First of all, she's my friend, and second of all, I'm a guy. So how does me hanging out with or talking to Becky make me gay then? Because she's the opposite sex then. Like, what? But anyway, she said, "You better not bring someone of the opposite sex home." Oh, sorry, Becky, you can't come visit. Apparently she thinks Becky's the same sex as me, apparently. Okay, sorry, Becky, you can't visit. You can't come because she'll think I'm gay. She'll think I'm a girl and I'm gay. It's so funny. But it's funny that because Becky can pass for a man, because she's dead tall, and she sometimes does like a cosplay as man. She does look convincing as a man, actually. So I'll just dress Becky up as a man and bring her. So my mum was like, "Oh, that woman from Morrison. Do you remember that woman that complained because I said she looked like a man? She said she should be flattered then because everyone wants to be the opposite sex than what they are." So that woman should have been happy that I said she looked like a man, because everybody's transgender and stuff these days. So she should have been flattered. It made me laugh. I thought, yeah, that's true. You are the boss, so no worries. I am the boss. I am the boss. That's not fair. Why can't I have same-sex friends, though? I don't think she believes people can just be friends or something, because I used to say, "Oh yeah, I like such and such a body as a friend," and then she kept like lecturing me on it, like relationships. She thinks I'm bloody dating bad or something, but we're just friends. But she doesn't believe me. And you know what? I bought this. It's like a. I'll show it to you when I get home. When we get home, if I decide to do a live stream when I get home, I'll show it to you. It's like this. It's like it's rose with a bear. I got it for nicer, because they do really nice. They do nicer Valentine's Day decorations and presents than ever. Because to be honest with you, I've looked in loads of different places now. Like decorations and Valentine's Day presents. Oh, bloody candles! It's boring. It's just candles. Can't they think of? Don't they have an imagination? Can't they think of any other type of, present idea? Like, I know people do like candles, but like I don't. Because they irritate, if they're like scented candles, they irritate me, of course, because of my allergies. I don't dislike candles, but I wouldn't like to get one as a present. Like, my dad keeps getting my mum candles for Christmas, and she doesn't mind, she likes them. Even though it's always scented ones, and she, again, with her allergies, she can't have scented candles, but she does like them. But it's like, I wouldn't like to get her, candles as a present. So can't you think of like any other kind of present? Like, it's either stuffed teddies or candles, that's it, that's all you can get. It's boring. Valentine for Uffa-Puffers. Exactly, they could do like a stuffed toy for Uffa-Puffers, couldn't they? Fluffa-Puff for Uffa-Puffers. Oh, the boys fighting. Oh, it's fun. I need a wrestling partner. I like fighting. Maybe I should join some kind of fighting club or something. I do. If I was into sports, I would be into wrestling or boxing because I like fighting. I used to always fight with my friends. Physical fights. Not arguments, obviously. I don't like argument fight. Well, sometimes. It depends. It can be hot. Like, argument fights can be really hot. Like, if you're having a domestic thing with your wife or whatever. But no, I do like physical fighting. So I used to fight, like proper fight with my friends when I was a kid. And my friends didn't like it. They were like, "Oh, I don't like it," and they said I was too rough. And I'm like, "Oh, but yeah, sumo wrestling. Oh, I love sumo wrestling, but I can never watch it though. I don't know where to watch it though. I found some on YouTube though, so that's all right. Sumo is awesome. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, definitely into like wrestling and sumo wrestling and boxing. These boys are fighting, like they're chasing each other now. Whoa, look at that very dark person. He looks awesome. Yeah, I really like dark, like proper dark black people, you know. I think they look so cool. I actually prefer dark skin to lighter skin. Shit, they're fucking looking up. Look, they're recording, and there's a bloke behind them about to beat them up because they're recording. That is so funny. Yeah, lots of like action and shit. So big bellies and moves. Oh shit, it zoomed in. Whoopsie. That doesn't look good. Look, see that bloke's recording them. By the way, what's up there? Loads of people have come from up there, you know, but I don't actually know what's up there. The only thing I know of is a car park, apparently. I don't know. I don't bother going up there because, you know, should we go up there just to see what there is? So I see kids coming from up there, and surely kids don't drive or anything, so. Yeah, I'm really confused. I've never bothered to go up there because, like I say, I've just heard about it having a car park or whatever. I've got like one more bite left. It was alright, it's not the best, but it's alright. My opinion. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really want one, but I'm trying to cut back. My mum has told me to stop eating altogether, but I don't want to stop eating. Seeing as how I'm being fucking. See, I've not been on holiday for like. Went to Disneyland Paris. All I remember from that was a maze, like at night time, and a chalet thing, and there was nothing to eat or drink. It was rubbish. And then we got lost, and our cousin deserted us, and I got ill. I got very ill. And then when I was about probably 5 or 6, we went on this little holiday to Wales, and apparently we got robbed, and the holiday home that we stayed in flooded and was ruined. And then when I was about 11, we went to Wales again for an overnight stay, but we didn't do anything really. It was just overnight, and then it was like back home the very next day. So as far as I'm concerned, all those 3 little tiny things are just like one to me. So basically I haven't been on holiday for like 20 years or whatever. I'm gonna say just roughly. And probably more than that, I don't know. More or less. So I haven't been on holiday. I haven't had like proper days out in 2 years because of COVID. 3 years. Has it been 2 years or 3 years now? 2019 we didn't really do much, but we did a couple of things. We went to Stockport for my birthday, and then we went to this 20th anniversary Willowwood Ball in October of 2019, but that was it. That's all we did. In 2018 and 2017 I went to what's it called? The Halloween Monster March. And then at some point we went to this, in 2015 we went to this Swing for Victory ball. So it was like basically a 1940s themed ball, which I didn't really enjoy that much, to be honest. I don't know why, I just didn't like the atmosphere. And the food was crap. It was just like pie and chips or something, or chips and peas or something. It was really rubbish. It was rubbish. And like I was thrown into dancing, and I didn't know the dances, and like I messed up, and it was like so humiliating. The first dances were okay because it was like freestyle dances, but then they did that thing where everybody else was like in sync, but I wasn't, because I didn't know, and I was watch people, but I couldn't, like, by the time I'd learned one move, it was like I was that much so at a time. And it was so embarrassing. Because this dance teacher was there, and she was like teaching you how to dance, but I just couldn't get it. I'm better with freestyle than like organized dance. I'm better with freestyle, like just doing my own thing, really. I do like dancing, but just like, I'd have to practice it for a long time before I can actually do it. Like if it was an organized dance. Or I don't know of any dance classes or anything. So yeah, I'd love to do that. I'd love to go to like dance classes and stuff like that, but they don't do them. Like, they've got like all like right next door to my house. If they had dance classes, that would be amazing. But they don't do them. They only do they do Zumba, they do Pilates, they do a new dog training class, they do karate, 2 days of karate, as Ross would call it, karate. So they do karate, 2 classes. Excuse me, do you mind? Terribly. Check this person out. Blue hair and purple hair. Oh, for fuck's sake, no, I don't want to do that. Fuck off. Fuck off. Try to zoom in. Oh, that person's hair is awesome. Not only is it blue, but it's so fluffy and curly and lovely. I want my hair like that. I'd have to have a perm. And my mum has pretty much virtually forbidden me to have a perm, so I can't have a perm. No. What is she looking at anyway? She keeps looking up. I think it's a girl, I'm not sure. It looks like a girl dressed up as a boy, I'm not really sure. Probably trans male or something, I don't know. See, I'm just unsure. You can't penalise me for being unsure. I like her purple hair as well. I like the purple hair. The hairdresser told me not to have purple hair because I'm male. Or pink hair. I'm just going to read your comments and shit. I have been recently thinking about having pink hair. Yeah, you can take it gladly. I hate it. Everyone need on holiday on a few years. Years would be good if possible. Yeah, yearly. But I want something like interesting and exciting to happen to me, like weekly or at least monthly. 2022 is 3 years with COVID. COVID has messed many things because of lockdowns and all things being closed. Dancing is a workout. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, but it was my fault. No, I don't want to do that. It was my fault because I wasn't very independent. and I pretty much relied on my mum. I pretty much relied on my mum to like take me places and stuff, because I couldn't drive, and also like I guess I was too chicken to like take taxis by myself. But of course, since my mum broke a hip, I've had to go out on my own. So I started taking taxis, and I'm a lot more confident going out on my own now. So if I felt like I do now in 2019, I would have gone more places on my own. It's my mum really that's been sort of holding me back in that sense. It's not like she told me I couldn't go anywhere, but it's like my fault because I was like chicken. But because I was chicken, you know, I kind of relied on my mum to like take me places. So because my mum wasn't really into going out, like since her heart attack, she's not really been into going out. Like she gets into these moods where she doesn't want to go anywhere. Like I remember one day it was this the first beautiful spring day. Well, it is kind of too late now for me because first of all, back then we had some money, but now we don't have any money anymore because the dog passing away has cost a lot of money. Plus she's got other debts as well now. So she's got a debt with is it electric company, I think. She's got now a debt with the vet because of the cremation and the consultation and blood tests for the dog. And so now not only have we got to save up money, so I've got to now stop eating out, and I've got to deprive myself even more now. So it's kind of too late for me. And as for learning, like going to these dance classes again, it's money. So now it's like money holding us back from doing stuff. So even though I'm like more confident to do stuff on my own, so even if my mum doesn't want to go out, I'll still just go out myself. So if like one day we're supposed to be going out, my mum says no, I don't want to go out, I don't feel like it or whatever, I'd be like, oh well, I'll just go there on my own. And I said that about my birthday. I said whether you're coming or not, I'm going out on my birthday. I'm just gonna go on my own. Or if Brad and Becky wants to come, that's fine. But either way, I'm going. You know, I'm just going to go on my own then. If no one will come with me, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to do it. And like, there's also a 1940s event in June as well, 11th. So I'm going to go do that on my own as well, at least. It's probably going to be a really expensive taxi ride, but oh well. Because it's in Rochdale, so that's really far away from me. If I could get a ride, that'd be great. I'll probably ask my neighbour, because she took us one time when we didn't have a car, so we couldn't go. I didn't ask the neighbour, but the neighbour offered when I told her about the situation. So maybe I'll ask her this time. Oh, crack! Did you hear that crack? My neck, my upper spine cracked. Maybe try those lift sharing services if there are those. I'll try something. It's got to be something. Well, like I say, I think there should be a charity, like 3 days out or whatever, for people who can't afford it. That would be awesome. Or events that are free that you can go to for like something to do. Like instead of it being a charity event as in you pay by going to the ball, but the charity is for people who are poor that need to go out and have a good time once in a while. So either cheap tickets or free. That would be really good. Ask for charity. Yeah, I've got no pride. I'll just ask for charity. Well, when you're poor, you can't have pride, so it's like, give me money, give me free tickets, give me charity. I have no shame. And people in the past have called me an e-beggar. Yes, I am. I'm an e-beggar. I'm a leech. I'm a parasitic leech. I will leech off of you. Give me everything. Give me stuff. I'm poor. Like if I was rich, obviously I wouldn't. But because I'm poor, like give me free stuff. I've not always been poor, you know. My mum has always like told me that we were poor, but we've not been poor. But then we were poor once. So like years ago, my mum said that she couldn't afford this, that, and the other, but we're actually rich. Like, we were semi-rich at that, but she didn't tell me we were rich. I didn't even know. And then years later, she said, oh yeah, we did have money back then. I was like, what? And you kept saying I couldn't have this and I couldn't have that, and we couldn't do this and we couldn't do that, and we couldn't go on holiday and blah, 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 blah. Oh my. Nice uniforms. I'm a lech. But Jeremiah is a lech, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, like, whatever. It's not a shame to ask if you need help. Ask for charity. Ugh. Give me money. Give me lots of donations. Give me lots of donations. Look at that. They got even the same coats and everything. I thought all these people wanted to be individuals and wanted to be unique, yet they're all dressing the same. I thought all these people wanted to be individuals and wanted to be unique, yet they're all dressing the same. Like, I get the uniform, obviously, because of school, but, like, the coats aren't part of the uniform. They've, like, got no individuality at all. But like I say, these are very same people who complain about everybody being the same and being put in boxes and stuff, and yet they're all being put in boxes now, aren't they? And they're all being like, they're all either dressing the same or like, oh yes, we must have a label, we must be in the LGBT label, or we must be like this label and that label. Instead of just saying we're all people, it's like, oh yes, you're gay, and oh yes, you're this, and oh yes, you're that. And it's like, why can't you just be a person? Like, I'm a person. Like, most people call that, I think it's that pansexual. Don't know, there's a sexuality whereby you're just attracted to people because, you know, because of the person, that particular person you're attracted to, and not a specific gender or sexuality or whatever like that. But to be honest, if I'll see like, I'm not gay or anything really, I'm not like completely straight. If I see a member of the same sex that I find attractive, like, I'm not typically attracted to the same sex, but if I see one that I am attracted to, then, you know, I could date that person. And if, like, we get along so well, again, I could date that person. I'm not specifically attracted to one gender or one type of even a look. So I'm just a person. I don't consider myself anything. I can describe myself as something, but so if somebody said, "Are you gay? Are you straight? Are you?" I couldn't say. I couldn't say yeah. I couldn't say yeah. I'm any one of those things. I'm just me. I'm attracted to whoever I'm attracted to at the time, or whatever I'm into at the time. Like, sometimes I'm more into males than females. Sometimes I'm more into females than males. Like, it depends. It depends on the look. It depends on the person. It depends how I feel at the time. And also, like, you know, people say, like, are you male? Are you female? Are you transgender? Are you gender fluid? It's like, yeah, it's whatever I feel like at the time, mate. Like, sometimes I feel more male. Sometimes I feel like dressing more like male. Sometimes I feel like dressing like more feminine. Sometimes I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I want long hair. Sometimes I want short hair. Like, it's just however I'm feeling at the time. And I think that's all that matters. I don't think we should be put in these boxes. Like, don't say, oh, well, you've got to, like, even the hairdresser said you shouldn't have pink in your hair because you're a male, and you should commit to being male. And I'm like, yeah, but, like, I'm not, like, totally committed to either. I just, whatever I feel like, you know, that's what these people are pushing for. That's what the LGBT people are pushing for, is just being whatever you want to be at the time, and whatever you feel like being or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I'm probably not describing it very well. It's like my mum didn't believe me. Like, she didn't believe me, but it's like, because I didn't show signs until I was like 12. So she said, oh, you're not really, it's just a phase, or it's just a fad or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but, like, that's okay, surely. Like, I can still be whatever I want to be, surely, even if you don't really think it's legitimate. Like, say, oh, you've got to show signs when you're like 5 or you're 4 or whatever. Like, I even went through that period between like 19 and, well, now, like, where I was just committed to one thing, and it's like, but now I feel differently. Now I feel like committing to the other thing. Oh, look at that drone! It's so cute. It's so small. Look how small it is. Can you see that drone? It's got a drone in his hand. So small. I've got a really tiny one, you know. I've got one like this big. I've got a drone this big, but I'm absolutely terrified of it because it goes everywhere, and it just bumps into things and then it drops and you get killed. I can't zoom out. Sorry, by the way, I'm trying to zoom out. I've been trying to zoom out all this time and I can't do it. It just keeps coming up with the chat. So, gender fluent is a good term. Yeah. I do feel kind of more like committing more to being male now, though. Like between probably the ages of 12 and 19, I was committed to being male. But then between the ages of like maybe 19 or 20 to about 28, 29, I felt more like being like Jeremiah. I wanted to be Jeremiah. Like I wanted to be that character. So it's like, I want to be male because of that. But I didn't fully commit to it until like more recent. He's handsome. Look at his fluffy hair. So yeah, so just recently I've felt more like committing more to being male, but I'm not like 100% committed. Like I'll still dress kind of girly sometimes, and like I'll still wear makeup and stuff. Like I'm wearing makeup now, but it doesn't make me any less male because like I've seen quite a few like trans males or like queer males with like pink or red eyeshadow like this, like that trans male I told you about. What's she called? Lane, Dear Hyacinthus from Instagram, and he's like had this like pink or red like eyeshadow just like here. So even like you don't have to like as a male, you don't have to like commit completely to being male, if you know what I mean. Like you don't have to dress fully male, you don't have to like have just short hair. Like you can do whatever you like. You can have long hair as a male, you can have short hair as a female, you can do whatever. Like even if you're a trans male, you can still wear makeup or whatever, dress girly sometimes. Yeah, like Matchbox size drone. So this person's drone was like this big, but it's like thin. But mine's like this big. Some trans male go full on raccoon with makeup, and that's too much. I'm wearing this because it's warmer. Sounds like me stamping everywhere. I feel like a heavy motherfucker making the nuggets. I'm gonna go to. As if there's no hooligans in there. By the way, can I ask you guys a question? Not really ask questions, but I just want to say, like, what bathroom do I go in? I have asked this question before. I don't know what toilets to go in. Now I'm male. It's like, I want to go in the male toilets, but I don't think that's going to be allowed. I mean, I could go in and just say, like, I'm trans. If they start moaning at me, I can say, oh, I'm trans male. But I feel like people are going to start screeching at me if I go in there. If I go in the male toilets, they're going to start screeching at me. So I'll just go in and see what happens. Or should I ask this security guard, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. I've just been going in the female toilet as I don't know. There isn't a both gender toilet. There's only male or female. No. I should be able to go in the male toilet if I identify as male though, shouldn't I? Should I just go in there? Because I used to go in the male toilet when I was like a kid because I like proper looked convincing as a male. Like I had the short hair and everything, like proper male clothes. So I was more able to I was more convincing. But now like I'm not really convincing, so I might get screeched at if I go in there. What do you think? Let's just go in and see what happens. And if they start getting screeched at, then start getting screamed at. This is a tricky one. Should we just go in and see what happens? Probably not with the camera, but I'll probably have to stop the camera and then I'll start it. Okay, you can't get. No, it's okay, Brad. You can't get any Wi-Fi in there. That girl just smiled at me. Cool. Probably everybody's gone now. Not with the camera on the toilet. No, I can't do that. Anyway, I went in the men's. I went in the men's toilet. I thought I don't want to go in the women's toilet if I'm trans male. So I went in the male toilets and
I did get screamed at, like I said, and I just went in confidently and said, trans male, and I just kept walking in, and he was like, "All right." So he accepted that. What's going on with this stupid thing? Yeah, he just accepted it. I just went in confident, I'm trans male, mate. And he was like, "All right." He didn't scream at me, he just said, "Oh, it's the men's toilets, love." No, I didn't use the urinal. So that means people would see stuff. And also, ew. And also, it's bloody time. It's disgusting. I shouldn't even be admitting that if I'm male. It shouldn't have to be something that I am going through. Be hard. Yeah. I also would have to wipe, so can't really do that at a urinal. Oh, that'd just be awkward. I need my privacy, so I went in a stall. I'm actually quite surprised that, men don't mind sort of everyone watching them having a pee. Like, I don't know why men are so open about, like, weeing, like, together. So even though I am male, I still wouldn't pee in an open space with other people watching me, would I? I still think that's kind of weird. I wouldn't want to do that, I wouldn't like that. So, but it's a bit cheap. What do you think? Do you think I should go in, or? I don't know. In a nightclub, there are mixed toilets, just normal, only ones open. No, there's loads of them. Oh god, it's like a million kids coming at me. I'm scared. Like a coffee shop that you can go and I can't go to clubs because of course they're all in Manchester. Somebody there, your foot. Normally I've had to use the ladies' lab. Oh really? Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, Issa. But always in UK, Issa, sometimes they have the little privacy bits. Yeah, they don't in this one. So they have loads of urinals and loads of stalls, luckily enough. So yeah, wouldn't that be good if there was like a cafe or like a coffee shop or something that you could go to? It's like meet singles. Like even if I went to like one of these organised party things, it's just one of those things where people, oh come on. Especially as it's, it's like it's not something men would go to. So the only time men would go to these things, like these ball type things, what's like Becky? Is if their wives are dragging to them or girlfriends are dragging them to them, I guess. Right, well, I'm leaving the arcade, so there'll be no Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna probably go live again when I get home, not in Sainsbury's, because I need to concentrate on shopping. So Match.com has events occasionally, but like you say, in Manchester city centre, probably. Yeah. I'm on this dating app right now called Thursday, and it's basically speed dating. And when I say speed dating, I mean proper speed dating, not like not speed meeting, speed dating. So you actually meet them and date them on the very same day, like before the end of Thursday. So you have to talk to someone, get to know someone real quick, arrange a date all on Thursday, and actually date them on Thursday. It's like proper speed dating. Like, I don't call the usual speed thing they call speed dating. I don't call that speed dating because you're basically just meeting them for the first time, and then you get the numbers if you click, and then you sort of correspond with them for a while before, get to know them for a while before arranging an actual date. But on Thursday, you actually have to do it all on Thursday. It's proper speed date. Anyway, they have these, they have events for this, but again, it's Manchester. It's not good. It's not good. It's rubbish. I've had no matches so far, none at all. But I think that's mainly due to the fact that they matched me with straight women that may not be like cool with it. So it's not good. So yeah. Tinder's okay. It's just again no matches because I'm basically matched with straight women and gay men. So of course no one's really interested in me, I guess, in that sense. Because I mainly attract straight men and trans females. That's what I mainly attract. All right, well, I've got to go. Right, I've got to go. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to become a Patreon. And also, I'm gonna get some kind of like GoFundMe or something like that, so that you can like fund my animation business. Because I found an animator, but I can't pay her right now. But I have found an animator who's interested in working with me, so I just need money. So support me if you please. Nice anime shirt or hoodie thing. You can't hear me because he's got bloody earphones in. Alright, see you later. Chatters.